Midnight light on a dim-lit screen, clicking through stories you wouldn't believe. Cold case trails and courtroom scenes, whispers from the grave and media dreams. Truth is stranger, hearts beat faster, in the shadows of a news disaster. Scrolling deep where secrets hide, you found the stories time won't deny. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods clubs to breaking news lines, you shine a light where the silence lies. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Small town rumors and urban fear, a voice for the lost who can't speak here. Through every name, through every case, you hold the truth in a steady place. Cameras roll but justice lingers, truth unravels through careful fingers. You tell the story, speak their names in a world that's quick to look away. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods crimes to great night trials, you trace the echoes through every mile. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Some run from the dark, you walk right in with a question and a camera lens. It's not just a crime, it's the lives they led. The voice is still talking from the books unread. Headstones and headlines, the veil is thin. Truth gets louder when you begin. With every view, with every line, you bring the forgotten back to life. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Yeah, headstones and headlines, you tell the stories that time can't hide.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I don't know about y'all, but it is freaking cold here in upstate New York. It is currently 20, but it feels like 5. The wind is atrocious, and I spent all day not home. So I had an appointment, and then I decided to hit up some Dollar Generals looking for pennies, and I drove to one about 30 minutes from my house, only to get there and it was closed temporarily. I was like, are you kidding me? So I drove for nothing, but I was able to get to another Dollar General close by. And I did find a few pennies, not a ton, but I did find a few, and I'll have photos of that later on. So thanks for being here. I hadn't actually planned on going live today. I was going to take today off, but I was going through email and I saw an email from the New York Post, and it said 3 girls missing from same county in 1 week. And I was like, what? So I looked. One of them is Camila, and there are 2 other girls. One went so Camila went missing on Christmas Eve. Angelique went missing on Christmas Day, and Sofia went missing yesterday. Is it a coincidence or no? I honestly don't know, but it's a little suspicious if you ask me. So thanks for being here. I see Manny, Pookie. Are we talking hovering, freezing, or sub-zero? Like where your teeth are cold, like when your teeth hurt, that cold. Yeah, Manny, I have that on I think I have that on my list of things to do, and I actually bought a new notebook where I'm going to go through and just kind of put what I talked about. I should have been doing this the whole time. My notes have been just a mess, and I would have notes for each live, but then I would write other stuff on it or I'd use it for something else. So I got a notebook and I need to get it organized so that I can write down what we're doing each day, because some of the things I don't even remember. And I'm sure there's updates on a lot of things that we haven't done. So thank you for reminding me, because I need to get on it. Hey Karma, how are you? Lunatic, good to see you. Oh, Nirvana, good one. Pookie says, that's me every day once we get under 50. What? Your teeth hurt under 50 degrees? Are you kidding me? I'm talking like today it was 5 degrees. And I should have gotten gas yesterday, but I didn't. And so today I had to get it. And thankfully, underneath, like where the awning where the gas tanks are, the wind wasn't terrible, but man, it was freaking cold. It was freaking cold. And thankfully they said, so from yesterday night to tomorrow morning, we're supposed to get 4 to 8 inches of snow. And I was like, are you kidding me? So thankfully this morning when I woke up, we had nothing. So I think it's probably going to be tonight, but it's the lake effect. And so west of me is getting just slammed with up to a foot of snow, probably more. So we're going to get started. I thought I was going to have an hour before Phantom woke up, but I had about 7 minutes. So she may come say hello momentarily, but in the meantime, let me add. Okay, so this is the article that I had seen in my email. I also am going to talk about another missing girl in Texas, Sydney Marquez, who is missing from Texas A&M. I saw her story yesterday, and there was another update from her parents spoke with News Nation. So I wanted to talk about her as well at the end of this live. Hi. Do you want to say hi to everybody quick? She's been learning the word no quite a bit lately because she is a beggar and she needs to learn not to beg. Okay, she doesn't want anything to do with me right now. She just took off running. Okay, so 14-year-old Texas girl disappears, becoming third missing Bexar County teen in just a week. A 14-year-old Texas girl vanished from her home on Monday, just days after missing teen Camila Mendoza Olmos disappeared near her home in the same city. Sofia Gabriela Peters-Cobos, 14, hasn't been seen since Monday evening when she left her home on Landon Ridge and Potranco Road in San Antonio around 7 p.m., the Bexar County Sheriff's Office said. She is now the third Bexar County teen reported missing within a week. So we have Camila, who we talked about yesterday, and I do have her dad also spoke to reporters today, so we have an update from him that we'll take a look at. So we have Camila, Angelique Johnson, 17. Angelique went missing on Christmas Day, and then Sofia went missing yesterday. On Christmas Eve, Olmos, 19, disappeared while taking an early morning walk. She was last seen close to her San Antonio home around 7 a.m. A day later, on Christmas, the sheriff's office also asked the public for help locating 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, who was last seen on Potranco Road. Johnson is believed to have her phone on her, police said. But Olmos' phone was found dead on a bed in her home, which her mother said was, quote, highly unusual for the teen girl. I would agree with that. Most teenagers always have their phones. Investigators have warned she could be in imminent danger and haven't ruled out that she could be across the U.S. border as part of a trafficking situation. How far is... I was just thinking, how far is San Antonio from the border? Well, it's not very far, maybe a couple of hours. And so there is Angelique, and here's Sofia. Hey, Yaya, how are you? That's a good point, Pookie. I'd be looking at similarities with their social media. And I did I do have a map, actually. That's a good way to segue. I made a map based on where each of these girls went missing. And I wish I could make, I don't know why, Google, there we go. I just figured it out. Okay, so this is Google Earth. And so I decided to just put together kind of like where each of these girls were last seen. So Camila, which let's go up here, we'll zoom in quick. So Camila's house, I was able to determine where it was. So her house is where this yellow pin is. The dash cam sighting was here on this curb. And she was walking this way. So the car with the dash cam was driving south, well, southwest. She was walking northeast. And then the command center, I just put, this is where they were doing the press conference, was over here. So that's Camila. So then if we zoom out, Angelique went missing here. Well, I shouldn't say missing. She was last seen here at this intersection. I didn't know specifically where. It just said near this intersection. So I just put the intersection in, and that's where it pinned it. And then Sofia, where is she? Is here. And they said near her home. So I would assume that she lives in this complex here, because they said she was last seen at this intersection close to her home. Sofia and Angelique are pretty close together. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. And actually probably less than that, maybe like 5 minutes. And then Camila was here. So possible, maybe, but I mean, I feel like it's close enough. I read one article that said that from where Camila went missing to where these girls went missing, it's about a 30-minute drive. That's not very far, 30 minutes. Hey, Curious, how are you? So cold, right? Oh my gosh. Pookie, so interesting you asked that. You know, and just like other stories, you know, some missing children or teenagers get more press than others. There is nothing about Sofia and Angelique. I will say that News Nation did mention them, but when I Googled Angelique Johnson, missing. The only thing that came up was one news article, and everything that followed was about Camila. Same thing with Sofia. I Googled her name with missing. The article came up with the same news station, one short blurb, and that was it. So just like with other cases, some get more airtime than others, some get more publicity than others. Doesn't mean they're more important. It's just for whatever reason, their case took off and the others are just kind of in the shadows, so to speak. It's really sad, actually. Okay, so let's get back to this. Okay, so what was the last thing I had read? Okay, so the trafficking situation. That's why we're working basically around the clock on this case, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar previously told CBS News. Olmos had also recently gone through a breakup, and police haven't ruled out the possibility that she left home on her own volition. She could have just wanted to get away, gather her thoughts. There is a concern regarding self-harm, so that could be what's going on here. She may have gone and harmed herself, or she could have been abducted. And the self-harm is interesting because I believe it was in the interview with her aunt and cousin. I know they talked about the ex-boyfriend and how they know 100% that it's not him. He doesn't have anything to do with it. But I don't remember where I read that one of the family members had said there was nothing, she wasn't showing signs of mental health concerns. So there's a lot of conflicting stories happening. Why not hook these two in with the popular one? They are, but what you'll see with the next article that I have, or even this one with the New York Post, the majority of information is about Camila. They're not giving much at all about the other two girls. And that's how it's been really with all of them. Yeah, when there's three. Maybe didn't want to be tracked by phone, right? And one news clip we had watched had said that the phone was left on a bed in the home without a battery. But I believe there was probably translation issues, and the phone was left on the bed with a dead battery. So she left her phone and it was dead, which is also very bizarre. Although maybe she has a tracker, like kind of like the Life 360. Maybe she has that on her phone, and if your phone's dead, it's not gonna, and you don't have it, you don't have your phone, or I'm guessing I don't know, maybe her family could get into it. Hopefully, well, obviously the police could, to see if anything was going on. Karma says, that's weird. With it being 3, you would think they would keep all 3 out there. I'm hoping that it happens more so now that, it's now Tuesday. There's 3 missing girls. And the fact that the New York Post picked it up, News Nation picked it up, local news is talking about it. Hopefully, there will be more eyes on this. You'd think with so many missing in one area, you'd think they'd want to possibly protect all the other kids in the area. I will say, I think it's the next article that says that the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is utilizing the drones, the dogs, like everything for all 3 girls. So they are actively searching for each of these kids. So is that on the parent? I'm not sure what you mean, Karma. It is weird, Nanny. Okay, so at this point, we're looking at that whole spectrum of possibilities until such time as some prevailing evidence emerges that leads us one way or the other. On Monday, police released footage that appeared to show Olmos walking near her home in a North Face jacket and pajamas on the morning she went missing. Olmos's home is about a 30-minute drive from the road where the other two teens vanished. And I just realized, hold on a second. It is the same road. Holy crap, I hadn't realized that. So let's go, let me put this map back up. So this is, I believe it's Portico Road. So Angelique was last seen here on Portico Road. Sofia, same road, was last seen here on Portico Road. I hadn't realized that when I put these pins. I should have figured it out when I was doing the intersections, but this is the same road. Now, is that a coincidence or no? I mean, that is even more freaky. It's the same road. Oh, the little information. I don't think so. I mean, the parents did give quite a bit of information. You know, they said that she went for a walk around that same time every day. Honestly, I don't know why you would go walking in the dark, but I'm not going to judge. And I'm still curious about what she was rummaging for in her car. Because she clearly didn't have her phone unless she was, rummaging for a charger so she could charge her phone. And when she couldn't find it, she said, I'm just going to go, which I don't really believe myself. And I don't know, it's very bizarre. No phone, no car, but they believe she has her car keys with her. It's very strange. It's all very strange. Right, close enough to be a safe area for someone to be working in. And what I thought about yesterday, even just, with Camila and, missing in general, and then today when I heard that, I see the 3 teen girls missing, I thought about the Cleveland 3. Gina, Amanda, and Michelle, and Ariel Castro. He was in their community. He was friends with Gina's family. Gina was friends with his daughter. And I just think, like, could it be something like that? I don't know. They do. That's true, Evil Queen. They do have a similar look, especially these two for sure. Okay, so this was from Fox 7 today, 2:38 p.m. Central, so about an hour and a half ago. So the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is intensifying search operations this week as investigators seek the public's help in locating 3 teenagers reported missing in separate incidents across the county. Oh, there we go. Sheriff's officials have established a mobile command post and are utilizing drones, canine units, and mounted patrols to search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos, 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, and 14-year-old Sofia Gabriela Peters-Cobos. While the cases are not currently linked, authorities are urging residents to check home surveillance and dash camera footage for any signs of the missing youths. Anyone with information on any of the following individuals is asked to contact the BCSO at 210-335-6000 or email missingpersons@bexar.org. So Camila Mendoza Olmos, 19. Investigators are particularly focused on the northwest side of the county following the disappearance of 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos. Olmos was last seen leaving her residence in the 11,000 block of Caspian Spring at 6:58 a.m. on Christmas Eve. According to family, Olmos typically went for morning walks, but concern grew when she failed to return. Initial surveillance footage from her home showed an individual believed to be Olmos searching inside her vehicle before walking away on foot. Her vehicle remained at the residence. On Monday, officials released new dashcam footage provided by a passing motorist. The video, captured around 7 a.m. on December 24th, shows a person matching Olmos's description walking northbound on Wild Horse Parkway between Shetland Wind and Caspian Spring. We're asking anybody with any information to please give us a call. Even if you don't live in this immediate neighborhood, look through your surveillance camera videos from later that day and let us be the judge of whether it's something usable or not. The FBI and Homeland Security are assisting in the case by analyzing digital evidence and monitoring outbound flights and border crossings as a precaution. She is described, so Camila is 5'4" tall, 110 pounds. She was last seen wearing a baby blue and black hoodie, baby blue pajama bottoms, and white shoes. Okay, so this is it. The description is so wacky. They're all different. So it was a black North Face hoodie with blue design. So I'm guessing that's why they're saying baby blue and black hoodie. And speaking of the dash cam footage, let's go to, I think we're going to do this out of order. We're going to go to, quickly, the interview that Camila's dad gave about an hour ago with KABB Fox San Antonio. Camila's father says the video being circulated is not Camila. So the dash cam footage, he's saying, is not her. So let me, okay.
We're at the press conference yesterday with the sheriff. There is
And the volume is really low. And I was trying to see if I could make it
new dash cam video.
louder, but
Tell me your thoughts on that.
Oh, it ain't her. She's a thin young lady, 110. You know, weighing 110, and that video looks like the dash cam. Looks like a heavier person, at least 120. I'm a runner, always ran my life, years, 7 miles a day. It's not her. You can tell the person running, good at it. He has shorts, so I'll see that foot camera. The camera, it ain't her.
No.
It ain't her, not at all.
What are you hearing from detectives and things like that?
Oh, they're on the case. They're putting all. I told them, please go all hands down on it, please. It's alive, it's alive. We're talking about a life. It's not a game, it's alive. My daughter, and time's going by, and it hurts more.
Absolutely, we're day 6, Alfonso.
6th day, it's agony, pain.
gosh, it's almost a week.
It's hard.
No, it's very
Break
hard.
down, break.
I know. But
Break.
you got people coming in and out. I mean, you got people from Houston. This is
Yes.
worldwide. This is getting a lot of
Worldwide.
attention, Alfonso. I mean, all eyes are on your daughter right now.
Yes, I'm real thankful. Yeah, all the support, people, the Tim Miller Association, that's what I said, and some the global search, they're here too. Everybody, and That's what stands, in my faith. First thing, I couldn't do anything without God first. Without God's first. I know He decides His hands. We're on His hands, on God. Always put God first, and all the help. You would see it here.
So today,
You know,
what are we doing? We're getting organized,
we're
correct?
getting organized. Yeah, the rescue teams are here. You see that one here, Global Search, and then I heard there's another one coming from Houston. So the spots they haven't checked or they're gonna go, they still start spending. If we did 3 or 6 miles span or knock doors or as a community to be upfront, please. It's devastating,
I know.
for me.
Yeah.
Like a father, I know they watching this interview. You guys got kids or fathers. Never wish that. Nobody, never experienced it. First time. Don't wish that on nobody. Wouldn't like to be in this situation.
No.
Heart's broken. Like I said it plenty of times, still broken, but my faith in God is the one that keeps me up.
Yeah, and it's day 6, and I can see the emotion wearing on you each day. I know we know how you're doing, but how are you getting through this right now?
My faith in God, like I told you, my faith in God, prayers for my family, they're Christians, Catholics, all religions. I had a call this morning from my cousin from Virginia named Peter Geisar. He has his own church in Virginia. We're out there praying this morning. And prayers, words of prayers from Mexico, here, all over. And everybody knows me, all over, family, everywhere. Said LA, Vegas, California, Chicago, Mexico, like I'm family like that, Northern California. They all calling me, and I don't get their calls. So that's, I don't got the time. This is more important. I know that this is support, but just keep on praying. If I'm at an answer, it's not that no one got the time. This is my priority, my focus, number one priority, my daughter. And the FBI, if there's a message to them, like a father, please help me out. Go deep on it. I know you guys could do it. Bring her home. Sorry I'm breaking down, but it hurts. That's why I asked the FBI, our secret federal investigation, help me out. Please get all hands on deck.
And now, Alfonso, there's literally no leads in this case. I mean, that one footage we have from the neighbor with the ring camera footage, do you believe that's her? That outside her car?
No, couldn't be her. I know her. She's a thin lady. It ain't her. I'm a thin person, runner. I'm thin, thin. I'm thin. My jacket is cold out here, but it just, I'm a thin guy. She was a thin, like.
So neither both footages that we have, you don't believe either one of her is her. That's your daughter. You would know, right?
I wouldn't know because.
And I find it. I mean, he would know best, right? It's his daughter, and he's saying that the person that was on the dash cam is too heavy to be her because she's smaller in stature. I wonder if anyone else was walking on the road that day. Hopefully, if someone was walking there and they might come forward and say, "Hey, that was me." But until that happens, I feel like, I don't know, I don't think it should be discounted just yet. Hey, Grain, how are you? Did I miss the whole live? I took an unexpected nap. Oh no, I just started about 30 minutes ago. That is true. Camera can add pounds. I mean, and it was dark. It was a dash cam, so it was pretty quick. There's the light, like the light thing, and I don't know. Yeah, kids nowadays are glued to their phones. That is sure. That is for sure. Yeah, or more cam footage from other homes. Agreed. I was watching Gray Hughes yesterday for a little bit. He was covering Camila's case, and he had mentioned that the route that she took, So he had, he had his map up and he was showing the roads and things. And he said that if that were her, she would have had to, instead of just walking on the sidewalk, she would have had to cross the highway and then walk along the road. And he said the same thing. I had asked, like, why didn't she go on the sidewalk? Why was the person walking in the road? So it's just very bizarre. So, but the point was, what I meant to say is that, so the route that she took, there is a fence that separates the homes from the highway. So from one point, from the point where she crossed the road, and then if she was walking that direction, if that were her in the dash cam, cameras probably wouldn't have picked her up because of the fence on either side. So I thought that was an interesting perspective.
Maybe she wanted, it don't look like, it's not a good picture.
Right. And then there's not a lot of surveillance video or anything that captured really a good clear picture that it could be her. This is all possibilities that it could be her.
There's a possibility, but I haven't seen it. It don't look, and I know she's my baby girl. I always got her clothes when she was little. She never put in baggy clothes. And, that looks like a heavy person. I'm saying she never wear baggy stuff. She fitted or when she started at 14, she started buying all clothes. I gave her money. I would give her 200.
And so I was just thinking, the sheriff's office released that video, the dash cam video, in the hopes that someone would be able to give some more information. So wouldn't they have shown the parents prior, right? I mean, would they have shown the parents the video prior? And then if the dad said, no, that's not her, I mean, I would assume they still put out the video because no one knows who it is until that person comes forward. It's just very weird that the dad is now today saying that it's not her. It's just, it's
go to the mall, whatever.
Very strange, very strange.
I'll pick my own clothes. I'm ain't gonna pick.
And I know you and her mother are divorced.
Yes.
How is that going on with you two and dealing with the disappearance of your daughter?
Regarding, excuse me.
Yeah. How is she doing, your ex-wife?
I'm pretty sure we haven't had that much contact. I know she's hurting like me too. She's the mother. I'm hurting, but I'm hurting too. My heart is broken. I'm hurting.
Karma, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that the mom and dad were divorced. So now I'm curious. I'm assuming she was at dad's house. That is something that nothing we watched yesterday even mentioned. I mean, I feel like that could be a factor too. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely, she's a mother. She's the one who gave her the birth. I know she's hurting. We're all hurting, and there's a lot of pain. It's hurting. What keeps me, my faith in God, and all the support. Like I said, plenty of times. So grateful. All the things here, all the support nationwide. I'm getting prayers. The people I don't know. Thank you out there. Thank you. Honor, find her, keep on praying for me. The prayers is keeping me standing. Not I couldn't. The prayers and the faith in God.
What is your message to your daughter?
My message: I love you, Camila. Come home to Daddy. Like it's always said, I'm your daddy. Daddy's home. Like I want you to come home. You always said, Daddy's home. And I want to say, Camila, come home to Daddy. Come home. Stay. They always said the song, Daddy's home. When I come for her, Daddy's home. I would say, Camila, come home to daddy. That's our song. That's our song, you know. Come home to daddy.
Thank you, Alfonso, for talking to us. We appreciate
So now I'm curious, like, because Dad has been talking a lot to the media, and there was one video that we had watched where I thought it was Dad, Mom, and Camila's sister, but maybe it wasn't Mom. Maybe it was stepmom. Maybe I was just assuming. Interesting. And actually, I'm going to pull up, I didn't have it, but I'm going to pull up the, let's see, dash cam footage, because I'm just curious now. Dash cam. Okay, so here is the dash cam footage that police had released yesterday. And I'm going to actually, well, we'll watch it first at regular speed, and then I'll slow it down just because I want to see. Yes, they did, Nanny. What is the, how do I get rid of this? Something, oh, there it goes. Okay, something just popped up on my screen. Yes, they did. Mom is the one who said that, according to the one article, Mom had said that she found the phone on a bed without the battery. Hey, citizen, how are you? It could totally be her mother and father. Just because they're divorced doesn't mean they don't support each other. Right, and that's what I'm thinking. But then just the way he said, you know, we haven't really been in touch. We haven't really spoken. I mean, it could be they just, you know, they were both at the house, so she was with Mom that day. That it's very confusing. I would say yes, she was at Mom's house. However, the one article I had read said that the tax records are in Dad's name. I'm very confused now, Evil Queen. But I'll try to find something to kind of hopefully clear it up. Or maybe one of the things I have will clear it up for today. If not, we'll try to figure it out. So here's the dash cam that was released yesterday. And so the figure is going to be right here. And so Dad is saying that the person was wearing baggy clothes, and that wouldn't have been her. And I don't know about y'all, but to me, it looks like the person is wearing black shoes. There's one part where it's the person is walking, and it looks like they have black shoes. So I'm going to just slow this down to half speed. They would know her walk or gait, I would think. Right. And he didn't say that's not how she walks. He said the person was too big. I mean, it looks like a North Face jacket. Let me go back and see if I can get it. There's one part where it's, oh, I just missed it. So there's one part here where the person's walking and you can see the white logo. So I kind of pause, it's hard to see, but there's like a white logo on that jacket. And it could be You can see it just for an instant. It could be the lights or something, but I mean, it looks like a pretty small person to me. I don't know. It's Hey, Bop, are you getting slammed with snow out there? Oh my gosh, I saw out west was supposed to get like a foot or more, and I was like, y'all can keep it. Hey, Steph, how are ya? Citizen, I'm starting to think that too. Something is off here. So that is the dash cam footage. So let's go back to, and you can see actually in here, this is a fence. So along this road where there was a fence on either side of the highway where the houses are. So if there were, I'm hoping maybe there was an intersection, or I don't know, something might be able to help. Okay, so that was Camila. So now Angelique, we're going to get back to just talking about all three, and then I'm still thinking about this scenario here. So Angelique Johnson, 17. The sheriff's office is also searching for 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, who was reported missing from the 130 block of Exeter Place, located near Petranco Road on the city's northwest side. Investigators believe Johnson still has her cell phone in her possession, but her current location and intended destination remain unknown. She is 5 feet 10 inches tall, 198 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. And this is all I've been able to find in regards to Angelique. The same, like just her description. They believe she has her cell phone, where she went missing from. And then, so she went missing on Christmas Day, Angelique did. Sofia went missing yesterday. So Sofia Gabriela Peters-Cobos, 14. The most recent disappearance involves 14-year-old Sofia Gabriela Peters-Cobos. Sofia was last seen leaving her home near the intersection of Landon Ridge and Petranco Road at approximately 7 p.m. on Monday, December 29th. Description: she is 5 feet 4 inches tall, 132 pounds, with brown hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a black flannel shirt and black shorts. Authorities reminded the public that anyone found harboring or hiding a reported missing person could face criminal charges. Information leading to the recovery of the teens can be reported anonymously. And I found that interesting that they put that disclaimer in there, because it makes you wonder, is someone just helping them hide? So Sophia was 5'4", 132, and Camila was, where's her? 5'4", 110. So she's smaller than the 14-year-old. I mean, that's little. Okay, so the next thing I've got, we're going to go to News Nation did a blurb on this, a video on this. This was from an hour ago.
It's in Texas, where officials are now looking for not one, not two, but possibly even three missing teenage girls from the same county.
Pause. Jeez. Like, I'm clicking the pause button and it's not pausing. Jeez. YouTube, get it together. BOP says, yes, been getting slammed with lake effect. Still expecting close to another foot. Oh my gosh. They're saying 4 to 8 inches here from last night into tomorrow morning, but so far we've gotten nothing. So I hope it stays that way.
Texas, where officials are now looking for not one, not two, but possibly even 3 missing teenage girls from the same county. That comes as police released dash cam video that appears to show 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos walking on the side of the road after
That looks like a North Face jacket.
Vanishing Christmas Eve.
You see that white
News Nation's Nancy Liu joins me live with the latest. Nancy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nick. We have learned that another...
Hey, Doodles. Yes, same county. The 2 girls, Angelique and Sofia, went missing from the same road. I think it was about 5 minutes apart. And then the 2 girls went missing about 30 minutes from where Camila was last seen. But same county, yes.
Teenage girl is missing in Bexar County, Texas. Her name is Sofia Gabriela Peters-Cabos, and she is 14 years old. There are no indications at this point that the recent disappearances are linked. Now, in this newest case, Peters-Cabos was last seen leaving her home in a black flannel shirt at around 7 o'clock last night. Her last known location is only about 20 minutes away from where 19-year-old Camila Olmos was last seen. She mysteriously disappeared on Christmas Eve after heading out for a morning walk. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar tells News Nation they are investigating all possibilities in the Olmos case.
We're considering all options at this point, all theories at this point, everything from, willful absence. She may have run away from home willingly. There may be some issues with self-harm. That's something we're taking into consideration. But also we're considering the fact that she may have been taken.
Camila Olmos was last seen walking near her home at around 7 a.m. Christmas Eve, and she had left her cell phone charging at home. She was captured on a driver's dash.
And that person does look tall to me. That person looks taller than 5'4", but actually that pause right there, see that white right there? I think that's the North Face logo, but it may not be. It could just be a reflection of something, but that's what it looks like to me. Oh no, Bob. I couldn't go anywhere if I wanted to. I'm still in the grips of one of the worst flus I've ever dealt with. I hope you feel better soon. I know it's bad this year. C19 and the flu are flu A, because my sister works in a hospital and she said flu A and COVID are ramping up.
Cam video. And prior to the dash cam images, Olmos was seen on a neighbor's Ring camera, leaving her house and searching inside her car.
And they said, I feel like the one article had said that she was seen walking away from her. She was seen rummaging in her car and then walking away. We never saw the part of her walking away. I don't think they've shown that part. We've only seen her rummaging through the car. So I need to find a video that shows her walking away.
Now, her mother says Camila regularly goes for morning walks. Olmos was wearing a baby blue and black hoodie, baby blue pajama bottoms, and white shoes when she left the house. Now, the FBI is assisting with the investigation, and authorities say they have not ruled out human trafficking or kidnapping in the disappearance of Olmos. They are also investigating.
That's so scary to think about. Like, I wouldn't even want to think about it.
Investigating the possibility that she ran away on her own. Nick?
And Nancy, I do want to follow up with you. There have been reports of a third teenage girl also missing in the same county. Is there new information about that case?
Yeah, Nick. The Bexar County Sheriff tells News Nation that the third teenager recently reported missing, she has been located.
Oh.
They have made cell phone contact with 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, and Sheriff Salazar says she is willfully gone from home.
So why wouldn't they start with this? The first thing the guy says in this news clip is 2 teens missing, possibly 3. When did he know that she had been found? Because my headline would have been much different. So thankfully, they have been in contact with Angelique. They have made cell phone contact with her. So that is good news. Angelique is okay. Camila and Sofia are still missing.
And has assured a return in a few days. She did leave with her cell phone. And again, Nick, they have reached her. Nick.
That's good news, at least in that case. Nancy Lou, thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching.
I mean, talk about misleading. You should lead with that statement that she was found. Okay, so the next clip I have is it is Camila's aunt and cousin. So they may, I only watched a tiny bit of this. They may give us a little more insight into maybe some of, see, this is, I don't know why this isn't working. Hang on a second. I'm going to stop sharing and then reshare. I don't know why YouTube is not letting me hit buttons. There we go.
So
there we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so there is Camila right there.
Right now, the FBI is joining the frantic search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos, last seen walking outside of her Texas home on Christmas Eve, and is believed.
Yeah, I know, Karma. Like, what the heck? And that was News Nation. I mean, that is bullshit. I'm just gonna say it. Like, that's bullshit. Like, you don't lead a story with 2 missing girls, possibly a third, when he probably knew all along that that other girl had been found. Like, that's crap.
To be in imminent danger as the search extends over the border to Mexico. Loved ones vowing not to give up until she is found. Joining us now is Camila's aunt, Nancy Olmos, and her cousin, Destiny Mendoza. Thank y'all so much for joining the program. We are all praying for Camila that she is found safely. Nancy, I want to go to you first. Why do you guys feel like she is in an imminent danger right now?
She's good morning. I just want to, from the family, on the name of the family, almost, I want to thank you guys for this space. I feel that she's in danger because this is not normal. Cami is not like the way the news they're saying that she is. We know family. We are her family. We know since she was a baby. So please don't believe fake news. Camila, we feel as a family that she's in danger because she disappeared as a breed.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying, please don't believe fake news. So she's stating that what the police, what law enforcement is telling the public is not accurate.
And there's nothing that we can do to find her. We've been knocking doors. The police officers, they've been helping us knocking door by door. There's some people that they don't open the doors. We asking the community to please open the doors, check the cameras, and not just only San Antonio community, other communities around San Antonio states, please, if you're listening to us at this moment and you have that feeling in your heart that you need to check your cameras, please, we ask you in the name of Jesus to please help us to find Cami. She's a great child. She's a beautiful child. And I think we have a lot of people helping us to find her because they can see in the pictures who she is. She's beautiful inside and outside. And we're asking for help, global. I don't know what else to do, what else to say. We're here to help. I mean, we're here to work in community, work in a group. And we asking for support. We asking people to share. And like I say, please check cameras.
Nancy, I tell you, you know, I know Texas. I'm born and raised there. And Texans stick together. I guarantee you, there's information out there. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Destiny, I want to go to you. There's nothing closer than a brother and sister and cousins, right? There's your thickest thieves. What do you remember from your last conversation with Cami that may concern you, that something may have happened to her?
That's the thing, and nothing concerned me. It was completely normal. We played video games. We were just talking about our days, our week. It was the day before everything happened, the day before Christmas Eve when we last talked. We talked all the time on TikTok, on Instagram. We were speaking on FaceTime the day before. Everything was completely normal. It was just, oh, bye, I love you. I'll talk to you after the gym, or I'll talk to you after I do this. It was nothing out of the normal.
So Nancy, tell me this. The investigators have made it very clear that she may be in imminent danger. The FBI and our federal partners are telling us that there is a potential that she may be across the border. Is there any information that they have given you, the family, that may draw that conclusion?
Nothing. Like I say, we don't have nothing that.
Curious says, I hate to ask this, did they mention checking with ICE? I've heard crazy stories. Yes, the sheriff had said yesterday in his press conference that they did check with ICE detention centers, gave a description. They are not holding anyone by that description. However, I don't trust ICE, so it's possible that they do have someone with her description and they're just saying they don't. I mean, I've seen videos of ICE just doing what they want. So hopefully they're being honest with the local law enforcement, but I don't trust them.
We think that she's in Mexico or in any other place. We just have a feeling that someone told her from our house, from outside. And Cami loved Jesus. Cami, she got baptized 3 months ago by her own. She told her mom one day and said, Mom, I'm gonna be baptized and I want you to come, please. And it was just her and her mom. There's a lot of fake news talking about her ex-boyfriend and mental issues. It's not true. It is not true. Yes, she loved her ex-boyfriend, but I mean.
So then where is law enforcement? So the aunt is saying that she didn't have mental issues, but law enforcement is. So where are they getting the information that leads them to believe that that could be a possibility? There has to be something that law enforcement has to lead them to that conclusion.
Cami, they ended the relationship in good terms. I know Nate's family. They are my good friends. The Miss Janie, Miss John, they're my very good friends. I know them since we were a little young, teenagers. And we just want to clear that Nate is a Christian. and his family, they're Christians like us, and we believe in God. And we're not gonna put this. We're asking people that do not believe fake news. Okay, if they want
Nancy, it looks like investigators. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're right. It looks like investigators have checked him out, and they're ruling him out as someone that was a part of this right now. So you're exactly right. That's what the investigators are saying. I do want to talk about Cammy a little bit. Destiny, tell me what type of person she is, because I think the audience needs to get to know her a little bit. What is your cousin like? Different places that she likes to go, because that may help some people notice her around.
Cammy she's like a person who continues to grow. She's always growing, she's always changing. She's extremely selfless. She always checks up on other people before herself. She's just extremely nice and genuine. She's really, really funny. She likes to go to the beach when we're in California. She likes to go shopping. She doesn't like camping and trail. She doesn't like hiking, but she's just so genuine, and really she needs to be back home with her family and her friends.
Yeah. Nancy and Destiny, we're praying for y'all. I guarantee you, we as a country, we're going to get to the bottom of this, especially in Texas. Hold on to the faith. We're going to put the number up on the screen. It's already there, 210-335-6000. That is the number to the Bexar County Sheriff Office. They're going to be leading this investigation. We'll stay with you guys as you continue this journey. Thank you so much for joining us on Fox and Friends this morning. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, so not much more information from the aunt and cousin, but I believe what they're saying. I believe that, like Destiny said, everything was fine the day before. They talked after this, and then she just went for a walk and didn't come back. Lunatic says, these are the things that make me so worried to have a daughter. Especially, being, walking, and I can't get over she goes for a walk when it's dark out. Like I don't know. I get too worried. I'm too scared. I would never go walking when it's dark out. I don't even like driving when it's dark out. All right, so let's see. I just want to check before we move to Sydney Marquez. I just wanted to see if there's any other new updates. So let's see, what does this say? Mapping out the search for Camila. Okay, so it looks like they talked to one of the local news stations, talked to a volunteer, and currently they're covering a 3-mile radius. A 3-mile radius. Okay, so actually, let's see what. So Inside Edition, I want to watch this because the name of this video is Internet Sleuths Tried to Find Missing Teen Camila Mendoza Olmos. Let me add this. Oh, and let me put my banner up. Inside Edition, please don't strike me. This is being used under fair use for educational purposes. Look how pretty. And she is tiny. So I don't know. She is tiny.
Emerging today in the investigation of the 19-year-old beauty who vanished on Christmas Eve. They're coming from citizen sleuths who are using all their
Well, I don't know any of these people.
investigative skills to search for Camila Olmos. This surveillance photo shows Camila at her car at 7 a.m. Was someone watching her? Yes, according to this citizen sleuth.
They believe there could be a grainy image of a truck sitting just kind of behind the bumper, and it looks like maybe on the road. I do sort of see something there.
Camila's phone was found on her bed with a dead battery. That's sparking speculation about why she was rummaging through her car.
Personally, I think she could have been going out to the...
Oh, wow. This person, where did they get this enhanced picture? Look how bright that is. And I wish they didn't have all these, like this circle here, and the car lights look like they're on. And this person, if this is true, is not wearing baby blue shorts. They're wearing all black. They don't even have white shoes on. I had said yesterday it looked like the car lights were on, but maybe it was just a reflection. The car lights are on. And they're saying that lady said this little dot is another car. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. But what?
Her car.
Personally, I think she could have been going out to the car to get a charger.
This sleuth wonders if Camila's recent breakup with her boyfriend is a factor in her disappearance. We need to point out that Nathan Gonzalez has been cleared of any involvement in her disappearance.
It looks like this has turned now into a runaway case, where Camila just had a very bad breakup with her boyfriend, where she fell into a deep, dark place, and she's having trouble seeing the light.
We spoke to one of the citizens.
Oh my gosh, that guy is so dramatic. You impose a daylight pick normally. What? Hey, Northern, how are you? I saw you're in Upper Michigan. I saw a video on Facebook yesterday. This woman was documenting the hours. So like, the calm before the storm, and then the snow starting, and then the wind came, and like just showing it throughout the day. I'm like, oh my gosh, we haven't had a blizzard like that here in New York. I remember having them when I was a kid, but I don't remember having one recently. It's wild. Who is that guy? I don't know. Let's see. Did he see? It looks like TikTok, but what they do, I noticed that YouTube creators that use TikTok videos as well, they cut out the usernames, but this could be Facebook. I'm not sure who he is.
We spoke to one of the citizen sleuths who asked to be identified as Jasmine.
I don't think
citizen sleuths, they're called. Citizen
that she just walked off, talking with the mother, talking with the family. I'm getting actual feed coming in from a conversation with the dad. I personally think that someone took her.
Camila's pals are regularly posting videos showing their missing friend. Here she is at her high school prom. Authorities have also released dash cam video that they say show Camila walking along a road on the morning she vanished.
See, now that's misleading, Inside Edition. They said it possibly could be her, because it's around the same time that she had left her home. I don't know, that person, I mean, it could be her. Dad says it's not, but I still think that it could be. Oh no. 59 car pile up, then the power pole snap, shut down entire county. It was melting before snow hit, slapped with a blizzard after hard melt. Dang, I hope everyone is okay in the pileup.
It's a few blocks from her home.
Are your concerns at this point that she's been kidnapped for human trafficking? What are your concerns?
My concerns are that we might be looking in all the wrong places,
Mm.
or that she might not even be in the same city as us anymore.
I mean, you always have to look outside the box. All right. So that one light picture though, like that actually of her by her car. I'm surprised law enforcement hasn't shared that photo. Okay, so let me go back. I'm just going to look one more time. Yeah, see, a lot of news stations, even Fox 7 Austin is saying last known footage of missing Texas teen Camila Olmos, a passing driver traveling on Wild Horse Parkway that morning, captured footage believed to show Camila. Okay, so they did say that. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, here's the doorbell camera. So I'm going to see, let's see what this. Oh, CBS News. All right, so there is a video. Let me see. Trying to get through the ad first. I believe, I'm pretty sure we read that she took her car keys because someone had said, why would she need her car keys if she left her car? And I said, well, maybe her house key was on them, because I know like mine, I have you know, my house key on with my. Okay, so this is from CBS News. We'll just take a look at this one and then we'll get into Sydney. And this was from yesterday. This was from yesterday. Oh, hang on.
Meanwhile, for a teenager missing since Christmas Eve, police say 19-year-old Camila Olmos of San Antonio was last seen on a neighbor's surveillance video just before 7 a.m., rummaging through her car just before the footage cut off. Volunteers say.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I totally forgot because we had talked about that too. Like the footage just cut off. So how do they know she walked away? How do they know she walked away if the footage cut off? They wouldn't know. True Doodle, she took her keys to unlock the car to look for her phone charger. That's right. I forgot the footage. They said the footage cut off. How convenient.
Search teams are focusing on an 8-square-mile radius near the teen's home.
At present, there's very few physical clues to go on. In other words, it's almost as if she just up and disappeared without a trace to this point. But we're going to continue to investigate any and all leads.
And you know, the phone, like the digital, the forensic information, I feel hopefully will shed some light on what may be going on, because having no leads is scary. And it's going to be a week tomorrow.
The sheriff in Bexar County says there is enough information to suggest Camila is in imminent danger. He said investigators are not ruling out kidnapping or human trafficking, and he points out that she may have just left on her own.
All right, so there we have it. It could be it could be anything at this point. Anything. All right, let me get back over here for a second. Wonder if her lights on car came on with key fob. That is a good point, because I know mine do. Conspiracy theory, the neighbor did it. I just feel like of all those homes that she would have walked by, none of them have footage. Yeah, Nanny, my Ring camera actually, it'll notify me when one of the outside cats walks by. It'll say that I have motion outside my house. I don't know. This is very interesting. And now I you know what? Because Dad gave a couple of interviews. Camila's dad did. And let me see. Let's see. Oops. Okay, so Dad did an interview yesterday. A family friend gave an interview yesterday. So Dad was at the command center for that one. All right, let's watch. Actually, you know what? Now I'm curious. Let's watch this one. So this would have been from yesterday. Oh, shoot. I'm not even sharing it. Oh, my gosh. I am so sorry, y'all. I looked at my phone and I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm watching this by myself. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Doodle says, I can't decide if I think she left willingly or unwillingly. Same. I don't have a vibe. I think it could be either one at this point.
5 days and still no sign of a missing teen who vanished Christmas Eve. And tonight, this new clue in the case. The sheriff sharing new video of what he believes shows 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos before she disappeared. The sheriff says she is seen walking just minutes away from her home in northwest Bexar County. And tonight, it is still unclear what happened to Camila. However, search efforts are ramping up. KENS 5 reporter Megan Reyna is live tonight. Megan, what else did the sheriff reveal today?
Well, Henry, Sheriff Javier Salazar believes that Camila Mendoza Olmos could be in imminent danger because of her mental health. But he says they're not jumping to conclusions. He says they're exploring every theory around what may have happened to her Christmas Eve.
In the Wild Horse subdivision, there are still no signs of Camila Mendoza Olmos.
Me, I'm partying.
But her father, Alfonso Mendoza, is holding out hope. Monday afternoon, he watched as the Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar provided an update on the case.
5 days out and counting is certainly causing.
You got that right, Nanny. These news reports are confusing because even yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, with everything we looked at, they were reporting, one person was saying that she was wearing baby blue shorts, then baby blue pajama shorts, because shorts and pajama shorts are different. And it was just very confusing, very confusing.
For concern. That update included new video of what he believes is the 19-year-old walking along Wild Horse Parkway around 7 a.m. Christmas Eve. Prior to this moment, the teen was seen on camera off Caspian Spring, standing in her driveway by her car. Her mother thought she was just going on a typical morning walk, but she never came home.
So then that tells me she lives with mom. She lives with her mother.
And left behind her phone. Sheriff Salazar says the FBI helped examine that phone and an iPad. He wouldn't disclose exactly what was discovered, but says Camila did have a history of depression and suicidal thoughts.
Okay, there you go. So that tells me that whatever they found on her phone and or the iPad led them to believe that she has mental health concerns.
We can't necessarily afford to just say, oh, well, that must be what it is. We've got to consider all possibilities, from disappearing willfully to the possibility of self-harm to somebody may have taken her.
Her father tells us he never knew of her struggles. He's been separated from her mother for years, but lives just a street away. He saw Camila the day before she went missing.
Okay, so there we go. So he only lives a street away, which is pretty cool. I mean, you know what I mean? You can see your parents pretty much every day. All right. Is the part the family says is a lie? What part?
What was the last thing that she said to you?
That she loved me. They said, you know what, I love you. Everything, you know, I love it. But I always think it was normal because she always said she loved me.
Right now, BCSO is focusing on searching wooded areas near her home using cadets, mounted patrol, search dogs, and drones.
I know God's going to lead them, myself, to find them.
And that makes me wonder, like, if she did walk away, I mean, granted, her scent could have diminished, but I feel like the dogs would get something. I don't know. Oh, gotcha, Curious. The mental issues, right. That was the aunt, Curious. The aunt and cousin said, don't believe the fake news. So it could be that she was struggling with mental health issues and no one knew about it. Because even Dad said he didn't, or this news, I should say, the news story said that Dad wasn't aware of that she was struggling either. So it could be that nobody knew. Right. She said, don't listen to the stories about her mental health.
And the sheriff did share that even though Camila is a U.S. citizen, they did check with ICE to make sure she wasn't in custody. She is not. He also says that HSI is now involved, making sure that she hasn't left the country. But he says there's no indications that she would leave the country at this point. They are going to continue their search tomorrow morning. But he's still urging people in this neighborhood, in this community, or just the vicinity of this area to check their surveillance cameras Christmas Eve morning to make sure it didn't capture her walking in the area. Reporting live from Northwest Bexar County, Megan Reyna, KINS 5.
All right, so
it's an age.
So, I mean, it gave us a little bit more insight, right? How many times do you hear the family had no clue? So there was one more, let me just go back. There was one more interview with Dad. Where is it? Actually, I want to find the interview where it was Mom and Dad. Oh, is this the family here? Let's see. Yes, family of missing Texas woman speaks out. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. And then after this, we will get to Sydney.
Now to the search for a young Texas woman who mysteriously.
All right, and this volume is very low. I don't know why. Karma says, I bet she had a journal on the iPad. Or her search history. I mean, yeah. Pookie says, just a thought. I know my family doesn't know a whole lot about my life right now, but my choice.
Vanished on Christmas Eve. We have learned that Camila Mendoza Olmos grew up here in Southern California and still has close family ties. New at 11, Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter spoke with some of the teen's loved ones who are now praying for her safe return.
Michelle, Camila Mendoza Olmos' family in Ontario is doing all they can to help with the search in Texas as investigators there struggle to find any clues as to what happened to the 19-year-old.
It's been very heartbreaking. It's just unbelievable everything that's going on, especially this time of year.
A worried family desperate for answers hundreds of miles away after 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos vanished on Christmas Eve.
Very overwhelming for everyone. All these scenarios running through our heads. Whatever happened, none of us really know what happened. We just know this is not her. It's not like her.
The teen's tight-knit family in Ontario, where she was born and went to elementary school, now doing all they can to help track her down in Texas. This new video believed to show the San Antonio college student walking near her home the morning she disappeared.
We've got to consider all possibilities at this point. Unfortunate for us, we can't start narrowing that down until some evidence takes us to that, and we're not there yet.
The sheriff has said the 19-year-old could be in imminent danger and may have been having mental health challenges. Authorities and numerous volunteers, including a dozen family members from California, have been combing the area for any clues.
It's a family that's super tight-knit. Like, we're all there for each other.
Camila was seen on surveillance video.
And I'm surprised. I was just looking. So this shot is a little bit wider than the other ones that they've been showing. I'm surprised someone hasn't said that this dark image right here is a person standing there. There's a person standing there watching her. And the other thing is, the car door isn't open. So was she rummaging in her car through the window? Like, she's just standing by the car. I just noticed that the door isn't even open. So how... I have questions. Why not release the whole video of her at the car? Why just give a still image? It says she was seen on surveillance video rummaging. Well, the door's not even open. How is she rummaging through her car? Hey, Remy. Hey, Oki. Driving and listening. Drive safe. Yes. And that was the Inside Edition, right? I'll go back to that. Because this is kind of just repeating everything I think that... Oh, wait, but the family does talk again. So I'll go back to the Inside Edition one after we're done with this.
Rummaging through her car Christmas Eve morning, then walking out of sight. Her family says she doesn't have her phone and are desperate for answers.
It's hard. It's devastating on the family, both physical, mental. And we need all the help we can get right now.
We're just waiting for some kind of answer, any kind of answer, and just begging God that she comes home soon.
Her family here in California and in Texas all pleading for help and praying the 19-year-old will be found safe and sound. Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, so I did find, it's a little blurry, but so I don't have to go and search for that video again. Here is the lightened image, although it is kind of blurry. Let me go back. I can find that Inside Edition one. It's in my history. Internet sleuths. Here we go. And where's that girl? Right here. Oh, but actually, so the girl on TikTok did the image, but it's not as widescreen as this one is. So it's super blurry, but and this person isn't wearing shorts. This person is not wearing shorts or white shoes. Because the white would definitely show up. Her legs would show up. So it looks like she's at the end of the street. There's a lot of lights on too. Well, I guess a lot of people probably still had to go to work. Does she have her hand on her hip? It almost looks like, when I first saw this initially, I thought it looked like somebody with their hands in their pockets, like leaning forward, like standing talking to someone. And then here's just if we want to look at this one is a little bit clearer. Here's the TikTok girl had used part of it, and she was saying that there was someone watching her. She's saying that this white thing was someone watching. But then here it does look like, and then the other TikToker had said this was like a truck light or something, that someone took her. Wait a minute. Now I'm probably just because I'm thinking of it. I don't know. That's not her. Oh, that's a good point, Remy. It looks like white shirt, phone in hand, this over here. But they're saying that this person is Camila standing at her car. That's not her. She was 5'4". And I don't know if there was they haven't mentioned another car being next to hers. Right, she didn't have her phone, but if this was a person, I think it's a mailbox personally, but excuse me. I mean, it could be a person just standing there. Zoom way in, there's something between her car and the other one. Oh shoot, hang on a second. I got to take a screenshot. Oops. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Hang on a second. No, go away. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to actually... Oh shoot, I can't do that because I don't know how to open... Oh wait, I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on 1 second. And then I'm going to open it in a new tab so I can zoom in. New... All right, so to open it in a browser, Pookie, I'm going to send it to you, and that way I can open it in the browser. Open browser. Okay, here we go. So here's zoomed in. Like the window is, she's not rummaging in her phone. Why are they saying that? Why are they saying, I can actually show you her house, the outside of her house. Give me 1 second. So this is Camila's house, this brick one. This is the neighbor's home that took the surveillance footage. So when you look at the image, well, in this one you can't. Oh wait, if I zoom out, you can. So in this image, if I go back, here is the ring around that tree. And then here is their tree. So you can see this is the other house. So if we go back here, and actually I think I can go, let me go over here and then look this way. Well, maybe not. It's not going to let me do that. So this is where, right, so her car would be parked right here. So the other car could be her mom's. I think it's taller than 5'4". Yeah. Right, because there's the tree. So let's go back to the image. Oh, right here. Yep, this right here. I mean, that is a pretty small person, but they're not wearing shorts. Yeah, so she was right next to the tree. Like almost on the grass. I need to try to find a picture that, I think this is just a mailbox. I don't think that's a person. Yeah, the lights are on because, I don't know, it's just so weird. So weird. I think she had, I think the car was a, I'm trying to remember, and I think it was a Volkswagen, if I remember correctly. I remember, like, when I was looking at the one clip we had watched the other day, I think it was a Volkswagen. That person wearing a hat. It looks like either a hat or they have their hood up. I mean, it is a small person, But Dad said that Camila didn't wear baggy clothes. This jacket seems very baggy. So then if I zoom back out to, that's another car right there. I don't know. Hey, Joe, how are you? Lights on usually means car is running. Not necessarily. Well, that's true. Well, yeah, actually. Because even when I use my auto start, just my daytime lights. Although if I start my car at night, the lights are on. Yeah, so it would be running. I don't know. It's just very strange. Remy says, and the brake light is illuminated like the brake pedal is pushed. Pookie says, Christmas Eve, you know there's going to be extra vehicles with family staying, etc., right? Joe says, my truck, the lights come on when you unlock it. I just want to know why law enforcement hasn't released the actual video. Why are they just giving a still image saying this is her, or what's believed to be her rummaging through her car? Because that person, if it is Camila, isn't wearing what she left the house with. Or let me rephrase that. The person here is not wearing what it is alleged Camila was last seen wearing when she left the house. Could be curious. It could be a guy. I am perplexed. So this looks like, so the one arm actually looks like maybe it's like going to like open the door. This looks like an elbow right here where my cat is. I don't know. Maybe I have to watch some of these TikTok internet sleuths to see what they're saying, because I'm glad I played this video because they had that enhanced photo. Right, Remy. Yeah. Right, because it is illuminated. Weird, weird, weird. All right, so I could sit here watching this the whole time. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about before I go was another girl missing in Texas. She is missing from Texas A&M. Her name is Sydney Marquez. She was visiting friends and she was seen walking, and then she has not been seen since. She was going back to her hotel, but for some reason she walked the opposite direction. So let me, first I'm going to share this article. Right, Nanny. So, I mean, there's so many things that I could say about. So let's just go back to this picture once more. So Remy says there's no skin showing. It seems on the back of the neck. So hoodie. Right. That's what I would say. It's a hoodie. And Camila was last seen wearing a North Face hoodie. Well, yeah, hoodie shirt with pajama blue shorts. Or blue pajama shorts, I should say. And white shoes. This person does not have white shoes on, nor do they have baby blue pajama pants or shorts. Right. And then Nanny brought up a good point. In the dash cam video, it did appear to be someone wearing a North Face jacket, shorts, because you could see the white legs, and then, which could be her. But Dad's saying that's not her. But they are confirming that this image is her standing by her car. I don't know. Very strange. Hey, Oki, I'm home and this is so weird. It wasn't as weird when I talked about it on Sunday, but today, after, listening to more things, listening to Dad saying that's not her on the dash cam, I have way more questions than I did on Sunday. It made sense on Sunday. Today, it does not make any sense. Things are not making sense. What was the weather that morning? Let's see. San Antonio, December 24th, 2025. Okay, so it says on December 24th, 2025, San Antonio experienced an unseasonably warm Christmas Eve with a high temperature that reached or approached 80 degrees. So daytime was near 80, nighttime was 64 degrees. Well, Christmas morning. So actually, let me put in December 23rd. Okay, so December 23rd, nighttime morning was from 58 to 64 degrees. So, I mean, it was pretty brisk. I'm not sure if I would be wearing shorts when it was 60 degrees out. Oh, Joe, it is, I believe, Houston. Yes, Texas. Hey, KCG, how are you? Long time no see. Yes, Texas A&M is a college. I think it's two different people, Nanny. I agree with you. Hey, Pretty Eye, how are you? Pretty Eye says, I think she's in the car ready to back out, and that's a guy who stopped her for some reason. And that could be why she was seen, well, without the video. So, right, like maybe she was going to go somewhere. Somebody stopped to talk to her, so she got out of her car with her keys, and whoever that person is who she's with. Or, I don't know, I'm confusing myself even more so. Okay, so we'll have to come back to Camila because I'm going to do more research because something isn't right, in my opinion, of course. Okay, so back over to here. So Sydney Marquez is missing from Texas A&M. She went to visit friends, and as she was walking. In this story, I will say this story is, just reading what I've read so far, this one is suspicious as well. I find it very suspicious. It reminds me a little bit of Riley Strain, just a little bit. Oh yeah, KCG, I'm over all of that nonsense for sure. So Sydney Marquez, new footage obtained as search for missing Texas A&M graduate intensifies. And this was from today, actually. This article. So the parents of missing Texas A&M alumna. Okay, so she was an alumna, but I believe she was in grad school. Sydney Marquez say new footage shows the missing 24-year-old near a Houston hotel before she vanished. As Crime Online previously reported, Marquez was last seen in Southwest Houston's Chinatown district on December 11th near a shopping center in the 9100 block of Bel Air Boulevard. Her father told News Nation, which we are going to be watching that interview. Her father told News Nation that security footage showed her around 150 yards from a hotel after she traveled from El Paso to Houston to meet up with a friend. Okay, that's I heard him say something different. Okay. Every indication shows that she was heading back to her hotel, Raul Marquez, Sydney's father, said. Her phone's there, her iPad's there, her class ring is there, her clothing is there. There is just no explanation why she didn't make it back to her hotel. Now, according to Raul, new security footage showed Sydney around 150 feet from a hotel she had been staying at. She was trying to get to our hotel, but for some reason or another, she kept going westbound on Harwin Drive. That's the last footage we have. Family members said Sydney suffers from mental health issues and had been off her medication when she walked away. Police said her car was later found on the city's southwest side near the Chinatown district. Wait, so she had a car, but she was walking? I hadn't seen that part about the car before. Raul Marquez said she had been in a diverse area of town and people may be afraid of coming forward due to their immigration status. If you see my daughter, if she's endangered, please don't stay quiet. If you see something, if you know something, please say something. I miss my daughter. She needs to come home. And we're going to watch this surveillance footage. Sydney recently graduated from Texas A&M with a degree in neuroscience. Wow. Joe says that's not a good area after dark. Wow. Smart girl. She described as standing 5 foot 4 inches tall and weighing around 120 pounds. She has short reddish brown hair, wears glasses, and has a 4-leaf clover tattoo on her left wrist. Houston police are urging anyone with information to contact them at 832-394-1840 or Texas EquiSearch at 281-309-9500. Okay, and I think this might be the same video that I have for us to watch. Nope, actually it's a different one. All right, so let's watch this one first and then we'll go to the one that I had. Oh, hold on a second. Bexar County Sheriff gives update on search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza. All right, we're going to get to that. Correct, Casey. That's what I'm getting from it. Car was found at a different location than hotel area.
Searching for 24-year-old Sydney Marquez, who vanished more than a week ago in Southwest Houston.
Yeah, new surveillance video is now helping investigators piece together her last known moments and movements, Devon Roming joins us live from Asiatown. And Devon, what's more about what's learning about this investigation can you share with us?
Hey, good morning, ladies. So sadly, it's been 11 days since Sydney Marquez was last seen in this area of Asiatown here along this intersection of Ranchester Drive and Bel Air Boulevard. She was seen on surveillance video. And this morning, Sydney's family and volunteers with Texas EquiSurge will be back out here in Southwest Houston searching as new video from this area is offering new leads in the investigation. Now, take a look at your screen. This is newly released surveillance video from over the weekend of Sydney, who was seen walking down the sidewalk outside this shopping center northbound on Ranchester near Bel Air Boulevard on the night of December 11th. And investigators say it appears she was not in any sort of distress.
No, to me, it looked like she was just walking. She seemed cold, but
father, Raul, says she was in town from El Paso visiting a friend, and he, along with search teams, have been canvassing here in Southwest Houston looking for any other evidence that could help track her movements.
They're saying that they see a young lady that's distraught, walking in circles, keeping to herself. They've offered her blankets. Sydney, it's Christmas, babe. Let's go home and open some gifts.
And I just want to go back because, so I'm assuming she doesn't have
offered her blankets. Sydney.
So she's just looking down. She's got her arms crossed. I wonder what store this was that she was close to, because she looks like she's like walking along the storefront
Christmas,
here.
babe. Let's go home and open some gifts. I love you. Can't wait to hug you.
Yeah, family members say Marquez recently graduated from Texas A&M University with a neuroscience.
Oh, what a pretty girl.
Degree, and that she suffers from mental illness and was off her medication when she disappeared. Investigators also say her car was actually found abandoned and running in a parking lot.
Abandoned and running? What?
Here near the intersection where she was last seen walking away on surveillance video.
Okay, so I was mistaken. I thought her car wasn't near where she was last seen. Her car was discovered running. And she just walked away. Yeah, Doodles, that's what I was thinking. Seems like mental distress or possibly some type of psychosis where she just left her car.
Of course, police with the Houston Police Department are asking anyone with information that may know where Sydney could be or any information from witnesses that may have been out here the night that she disappeared. They're asking you to call the Houston Police Department or Crime Stoppers. For now, reporting live in Southwest Houston, Devon Roming, KHOU 11 News.
Let's hope those tips come in after this video has been released, Devon, as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Certainly our thoughts go out to her family.
And as of today, she has yet to be found, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go to this one. So I have two more videos in regards to Sydney, and I'll look for any updates, and then we'll get to the update in regards to Camila.
Police are telling us it has worked some leads in the case of a missing woman, but search teams say they need your help. And tonight we're bringing you new surveillance video from the night Sydney Marquez was last seen. Our Troy Class has the story from the Asiatown neighborhood.
The best leads in Sydney Marquez's disappearance have come from this shopping center near the corner of Bel Air and Ranchester in the Asiatown neighborhood. Houston police are investigating Sydney Marquez's disappearance, last seen 10 days ago in the 9100 block of Bel Air near Ranchester, where Tim Miller of Texas EquiSearch was canvassing for surveillance video Sunday. He spoke to our Michelle Choi.
We're back at square one, and again, it's a process of elimination. This area is now eliminated, so we just got to keep moving forward.
KHOU 11 has obtained new surveillance video from this shopping center. It shows Sydney Marquez walking down the sidewalk northbound on Ranchester.
And it didn't look like she was in distress or anything. She was just...
She did look like she was on a mission, though. I mean, she was walking. I mean, she wasn't walking like super fast, but she was moving at a pretty good clip.
Walking normal. I mean, it was just a normal walk.
Marquez, who suffers from mental illness, was off medication, according to family. She left a car running with her phone inside near the 9100 block of Bel Air around 11:30 p.m. on December 11th.
So 11:30 p.m. So she left her phone and her car running.
The A&M graduate was in Houston visiting a friend who Miller doesn't believe is involved.
He was 100% cooperating, and the father and him actually went to HPD and sat down, and they, you know, really questioned him and everything, and I think they did everything that was necessary to do it.
Houston police say it's an active, ongoing investigation, and they also investigated the tip that Marquez was last seen near Harwin and Gessner, but that lead went nowhere. Marquez was seen wearing gray pants, a gray hoodie, and tennis shoes.
It's not like people have to look through days and days of their surveillance. You know, in this area, if anybody sees anything and what she was wearing here, man, we need a call. We need a call. HPD needs a call.
In Southwest Houston, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Scary stuff. All right, so the last thing I have is News Nation spoke with Sydney's mom and dad. So we'll take a look at this. So Pretty Eyes, she was on the sidewalk. She was on the sidewalk. Or are you maybe behind? Are you still on the Camila? Right, Remy, she went to visit a friend while not taking her medications. Oh, last frame looks like she's in the road. Let me go back. Oh yeah, so there is a sidewalk here. There's the light post. It is hard to see, but there is the sidewalk there. Oh, maybe not. Although this has to be, because that looks like a pole. I don't know. Now I'm like, what is that? Right, because there's a car there. But I don't know. This looks like a pole or something. Let me see. Where's the other? Okay, so that is a sidewalk. So this frame is a little bit easier to see. You can see the grass here, and then there's the curb. But that did look like based on that, it did look like she was in the road.
Joined by Sydney's parents tonight live. Raul and Luz joining me live on the show tonight. I really appreciate you both for being with me tonight. I'm hoping by getting the story out there, get the word out about Sydney. Raul, I want to start with you. Have you gotten any new updates from police? Because from what we've been told, that piece of surveillance video is really the last time she was seen.
Well, we ran into some footage on Friday. So we got her about a mile and a half from that's it right there, exactly. So that's the last time we saw her.
Okay, so this is actually different. Let me just back up a little bit. So this looks like, did they say what intersection? Let me play this again.
About a mile and a half from that's it right there, exactly. So that's the last time we saw her, it's about 12:27 a.m.
So 12:27 a.m. and they're saying that around 11:30 p.m. is when she left her car. So she was walking for an hour. KCG, that is a good point. With the number of CCTV cameras everywhere, I find it so weird these kids can disappear. So I'm wondering how far this camera is, and they may say, but I'm wondering how far this camera is from the other camera.
She's literally 150 yards from her hotel. So she was trying to get to her hotel, but for some reason or another, she kept going westbound on Harwin, and that's the last footage we have. Right.
But why wouldn't she drive to the hotel? See, I hadn't realized. I had only watched the interview with the mom and dad, and then I said, I want to look into this more. So I hadn't heard that other clip that said that her car was found running not far from the last surveillance we watched. So why wouldn't she have driven to her hotel? Why would she get out of her car, not take anything, and then, I don't know. That time of night, a woman walking alone in that area is not good.
Right now, we're crossing our fingers that Starbucks is kind enough to share the footage when she crosses the flyway, so we could continue continue connecting the dots from there.
No, right.
Do you have any idea?
And I know that, privacy issues and all of that, but I feel like sometimes if they say what the mental health issues are, it can help people, like, what's the word? Be more informed as to what to look for.
Raul, where she may have been going?
She should have turned left and gone to her hotel room. We're clueless.
Do you feel like police are taking this seriously? Because we've covered so many missing persons cases, and sometimes it's like, oh, the person will turn up, don't worry about it. Are they, do you feel like they're putting enough resources at this?
Well, in the beginning, they state, you're 1 out of 10,000 cases. Houston's a city of 6 million people. We're doing the best that we can, and these cases take time. To my surprise, I've been casing several hotels, several businesses, and I have run into our detective. So he is boots on the ground, and he is supportive on Sydney's case.
Okay, that's good to hear. Luz, I just want to ask you, had she ever disappeared before? Was there anything going on in her life that she would maybe just be wanting to get away?
No, not really. No, she just was a bright, happy. She's a bright, happy person and loves her family. She had a lot of.
Okay, and I hate to interrupt them, but I was just Googling, and according to Grizzy's Hood News, which some of you may have heard of her, she was very big in the, oh my gosh, what was that kid's name? Rudy. His mom said he was kidnapped and he ended up being with her the whole time. But his name was Rudy. And so she has a post on Reddit. She had screenshot. Sydney Marquez has been reported missing after traveling from El Paso to Houston to meet a friend. Family members say she has since disappeared and has not been heard from. According to her family, Sydney has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and is currently unmedicated. She reportedly left behind her phone, clothing, and makeup, and her vehicle was found abandoned in the Chinatown Bel Air area of Houston. The family is extremely concerned after receiving information that Sydney may have last been seen at a bus stop, partially unclothed. Relatives have traveled from El Paso to Houston to search for her and are asking for assistance in locating her. I'm attaching other pictures because she does not look the same as she did on her license picture. Abandoned vehicle with the key still in the ignition was found blocking the right lane of eastbound Bel Air at Ranchester around 11 p.m. Thursday. The car was later towed just after midnight. So she was actually in the road. Like she just got out of her car and thank you, BOP. I just saw your message. Thank you. Rudy Farias, thank you. Well, KCG, she was seen walking, so I don't think she was, I mean, she could have been kidnapped after, but could be anything. Maybe she lost steering in her car and stopped it, or oil pressure dropped. Very true. Yep. So according to Grizzy True Crime, she was diagnosed with bipolar. Let me see if this post says anything else. All right. And that is true. The one picture that they've been, oh, and actually, here is, let me open this image. They did, somehow this person got an image from the hotel. Oops. So here is an image of her with that same gray hoodie, but it looks like she has jeans on in this one. So this was, according to the poster, this was the last time she was at the hotel. So she looks very, very different in every photo. Like the one photo on her missing poster is much different than the picture on her license. Oh gosh. And actually, I'm going to pause here because Burden of Proof had shared that the missing person alert had been canceled or discontinued. This is really sad. So we'll get back to Sydney, but Sheriff, body found during search for Camila Olmos, still undetermined if remains are missing 19-year-old. Sheriff Javier Salazar said the Bexar County Medical Examiner still must determine the identity of the remains found Tuesday. Sheriff Javier Salazar said a body was found Tuesday amid the ongoing search for 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos, who disappeared from her Bexar County home on Christmas Eve. Salazar said Tuesday evening that the medical examiner still has to confirm the identity of the remains, as well as the cause and manner of death. But we hope to expedite that process to get the community answers, the sheriff said, adding he hopes the medical examiner will provide information on the identity, quote, in the next day or two. Salazar said the body was found in a field very close to Camila's home. It was located during a search by sheriff's deputies and FBI agents in a field they decided to scour again due to high brush in the area. We developed some information that there may have been some suicidal ideations on Camila's part, undiagnosed as far as we can tell. It sounds like this was a young person going through a very tough time in life, going through some emotional issues. That is really, really sad. And I wonder when they searched that area first, like how many days ago. And the fact that they decided to search it again, thank goodness they decided to search again. I know. Sending all my love and prayers to her, all of her family and loved ones. And if we go back to, let me go back to Google Earth. And if it works. All right, come on, Google Earth. Okay, so, sorry, I just had to get the map back up. Okay, so here is the map that I had done for Camila. And so the dash cam, so here's her home. Here is the dash cam sighting. And they said that it was a wooded area, which if we look, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of brush here. There's brush over here. There's a campground. I mean, they said it was close to her home. I mean, there's brush back here, brush here, brush here. That looks like brush to me. Super sad. Super, super sad. So I'm assuming that the clothes that the individual was wearing matched that of Camila, and that is why they canceled the alert. Okay. One missing girl. Yeah. I'll have to change my title. Doodles, they believe they found Camila. Let me see. So it is possible that Dad was right and that it wasn't her in that dash cam. All right, I thought there was another article, but this news station isn't, it's just pictures. It's not an actual article. Okay. All right, so let's just go back to Sydney. So I'm going to actually start over with this News Nation video just because we had to take that detour. Let's take a look at this again. So sad. I know the holidays are so hard on people, and the fact that, yeah, he didn't have any doubts that it wasn't her. All right.
Joined by Sydney's parents tonight live. Raul and Luce joined me live on the show tonight. I really appreciate you both for being with me tonight. I'm hoping by getting the story out there, get the word out about Sydney. Raul, I want to start with you. Have you gotten any new updates from police? Because from what we've been told, that piece of surveillance video is really the last time she was seen.
Well, we ran into some footage on Friday. So we got her about 1.5 miles from that's it right there, exactly. So that's the last time we saw her, it's about 12:27 a.m. She's literally 150 yards from her hotel. So she was trying to get to her hotel, but for some reason or another, she kept going westbound on Harwin. And that's the last footage we have. Right now, we're crossing our fingers that Starbucks is kind enough to share the footage when she crosses the flyway. So we...
No, not at all, burden of proof, because I had seen that the sheriff was live, but I said, oh, I'll just go because I thought maybe they found her. So it would be good news to end the stream with. And then, yeah. And that's why I just wanted to start this over because, you're fine.
Continue continue connecting the dots from there.
Do you have any idea, Raul, where she may have been going?
She should have turned left and gone to her hotel room. We're clueless.
Do you feel like police are taking this seriously? Because we've covered so many missing persons.
She looks so different in every photo. Like one photo, she has dark hair and, glasses, makeup. The picture that's on her flyer, no makeup, reddish hair, no glasses.
Cases, and sometimes it's like, oh, the person will turn up, don't worry about it. Are they, do you feel like they're putting enough resources at this?
Well, in the beginning, they state, you're 1 out of 10,000 cases. Houston's a city of 6 million people. We're doing the best that we can, and these cases take time. To my surprise, I've been casing several hotels, several businesses, and I have run into our detective. So he is boots on the ground, and he is supportive on Sydney's case.
Okay, that's good to hear. Luce, I just want to ask you, had she ever disappeared before? Was there anything going on in her life that she would maybe just be wanting to get away?
No, not really. No, she just was a bright, happy. She's a bright, happy person and loves her family. She had a lot of reasons to to be continuing with her plans in her life, and she left a lot of things undone here in El Paso.
Yeah, I mean, the photos of her, you can see how vibrant she is. You can see how happy she seems. You get that sense of what a future she has. Raul, what about her phone or any personal belongings? Has her phone turned up?
Every indication shows that she was heading back to her hotel. Her phone's there, her iPad's there.
Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just like, didn't the one thing we read say that her car was in her phone, or her phone was in her car? Hold on a second. Let me go back to that. Okay, never mind. I was mistaken. It was that her phone, her iPad, her class ring, and her clothing was all at the hotel. That's what the article said, but I thought for some reason, I'm pretty sure we heard that the car was left in, or the phone was left in the car. I'm going to find that other article or the other video.
Her class ring was there. Her clothing is there. There's just no explanation why she didn't make it back to her hotel. She just needed to turn left.
And Raul, she was in Houston. Was she there visiting friends?
That's correct.
What have those friends said?
That's correct.
And where were they?
Waiting for her. And they reached out to me that following day. Hey, Sydney's not back. What do we do? They filed a missing persons report.
Did they say if there was anything bothering her, or was there like a boyfriend? Did they have any sort of clarity on that front?
No, there was no arguments. Everything was normal. Everything was absolutely normal.
When was the last time you spoke with her, Luz?
Okay, so I think I was wrong. The keys were still in the ignition. So I think I was getting the phone and the keys confused. The car was found with the keys in the ignition with the car running. Everything else was found at her hotel.
To my daughter?
Yes, yeah. When was the last time you all spoke on the phone? Was it recent?
Yeah, actually like a week prior. She was about to come home on the weekend, and that's pretty much it. There was nothing out of the unusual.
And one other thing that I did find, according to the family, Sydney was diagnosed with late onset bipolar schizophrenia about a year ago. He said she was not recently taking her medication, which impacted her behavior.
How did she sound?
Really good. Yeah, really good. Happy. She left her cat here. She left, she sent me food on the mail for the cat, and that's she was looking forward to come and join the cat.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Oh, I thought there was going to be more than that. Okay. So that is all I have in regards to Sydney. I was trying to see if there was anything else. Let me just look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. She looks different in every single photo. So here's another photo of Sydney that I'll share. So here's another photo of her with, see if I can make that bigger a little bit. So here she is with long hair, long dark hair. And then they did say that the one lead that they had was not anything, because it says on here she had been possibly seen near the William P. Hobby Airport. But all right, y'all. Well, I have been live much more than my 2 hours, and sweet little Phantom is zonked out. So she probably won't be waking up soon. I'm actually surprised that she's still sleeping. So I hate that that does that with my picture. So I will keep an eye on the Sydney case. It is very unfortunate that Camila has been possibly found deceased. However, Angelique has been found, well, she has been spoken to, so she is safe. She is at least alive. So we just have to also look at Sofia, which before I go, I'm just going to look to see if there are any new updates on her. Because as we know, things are very fluid. All right, so as of 2 hours ago, oh, what the heck? I tried to read it and it says can't be found. Okay, so I don't see any updates on Sofia. So hopefully she will also be found and she will be found safe. Hey Twisty, how are you? A lot of snow and freezing here. It's freezing here, but thankfully the snow is staying out west, so I can't complain. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm just so sad about Camila. I really wanted a different outcome. So if you haven't hit that like, please do so on your way out. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to do so. If you are watching this on the replay and have made it this far, #replay. No outro today. So thank you, everyone. I do appreciate you. And until next time, I will see y'all on the flip side.